Hey everybody, Lloyd here with Just Got Played, and today I'm going to do another game unboxing. This is for Thunder Road Vendetta, the Maximum Chrome Edition. This is by Restoration Games. I don't know how... Oh, there it is. On the back it says it's 10 and up, 2 to 5 players, 30 to 75 minutes. And just to point this out straight away, this is one of the coolest things I think I've seen on a game. I think other games have probably done this, but basically this is all of the punch board stuff, all the tokens and whatnot. They didn't put it in the box so that whenever you punch everything out, the box will close exactly how it's supposed to and nothing will move around. So let's go ahead and cut into this thing and see what we've got inside this giant box of stuff. So first off, I'm just going to pull all these boards out and put them off to the side. And then we'll take a look inside the actual game box first. As you can see, it is like a chromey. It's chromed out. They did redo the box art because everyone hated the original box art that they did. When they relaunched the campaign, they came back and they did a better box, which made everyone a little bit better, a little bit happier. So just real quick, we've got the rule book. So it goes over the objective of run and gun. There are different types of games in here with all of the expansions and whatnot. So it goes over the parts. You got the car cruise. Over here you've got setup for the different boards, for the different roads and whatnot. Then we have the expansion setup for the big rig and the final 5. So this one uses, this increases the player count because someone gets to play as the big rig, I believe, and the motorcycles. Then we've got Carnage at Devil's Run. We've got the Chop Shop setup, the expansion stuff. Over here we have the different crews, so it goes through the vehicles, the different cars, the choppers, the command boards. Goes over taking damage, how your crew leaders work, car upgrades. So we go over all the different terrain types. We've got obstacles, all the different hazards that are in the game. Then this is, I think this is the now how to play, just kind of the general overview of how the actual game plays. So we've got you're assigning dice, you're commanding stuff, moving, slamming, shooting, how that works, how the slam dies work, how the shooting dies work. You've got your direction dies, and then it goes over when you move off the board, end of turn, end of round, how do you win, and then it goes over the big rig game setup, or the game rules, how the big rig works. How the motorcycles work for the final 5. Then we've got when you're on fire, and then this was the extra ammo, I believe the little expansion that came with it. So these are extra ammo cards. German engineering, I don't know exactly what this is. Oh, that's the expansion. So that gets rid of the dice and you use cards instead of rolling dice. I think German engineering because it's more like a Euro at that point. So then it just goes over, the credits, design team, and then it just has some little refreshers on the different damage tokens on the back. So let's pop the top on this guy since there's really not much in the box. Everything's over there. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the little minis. We'll just look at one group. So first off, we have the large car. Well, actually, let's go ahead and move this out of the way. So here we have the large car, right? And it's cool because they did put a wash on it, so it does. It's kind of got that. I think the other games call it like the sun drop look or whatever. So they already kind of pop right away because of the wash. So there we have the medium. Oops, we have the medium-sized car. The little machine guns on it, so that's cool. We've got the small car, the little dune buggy. And the way the game works with the bumping and stuff, whenever you move into another player's spot, you just sit it on top. So it has the kind of little divot there. So all the cards have that little spot where they kind of lock onto the top of things. Then we've got the helicopter. Right, okay. So we've got the helicopter there. Over here we've got the final 5, which are a bunch of little motorcycles. They're all identical, I believe. Yeah, they're identical. And then down here we have the big rig, which is all connected. But there you go. There's the big rig. It does come apart like a train. Very cool stuff. And then last up with the little models, we have just the wrecks. And these are, you put them out there, obstacles. So let's go ahead and get to the next tray. We'll just move these trays out of the way. So here we have, just kind of the generic dice. And the dice are in, I think they're all in player colors, right? So they're just standard dice, standard D6s. So there you go. We've got some more over here. These are yellow and the red, so I assume these are for the big rig teams. There you go, some more dice. This is the fire die. So this one's a little bit bigger, and it's got different symbols on it, right? It's just a bigger die. And then in here we have like the slam dies and the shooting dies and the movement die and all the different extra dice. These are also bigger than the regular dice. They're big and chunky. They feel good. Let's see what else we got. So we've got these little cards. Let's just take a look at them real quick. If I can get into them. So I think these are different damage cards. So you got shattered windshield, faulty airbag, transmission failure, bald tires, loose wiring, nitro leak, dead alternator, lost tools, exposed hardware, bent frame, and cracked flywheel. It's weird there's only one cracked flywheel, but there's 2 of everything else. Odd, but whatever. Over here, these are the German engineering cards, I believe. Yes, they were even in German. So these are German engineering cards. They just have different numbers on them, right, for moving. Don't know exactly how these work. We'll have to look it up in the rules, but those are the German engineers, so you're going to use those instead of... it's weird that they didn't put them in team order. They're all mixed together. But you're going to use these instead of dice. Oh, there's some stuff down there in the bottom. I don't know where these fit back into right now. Put them back there even though they don't fit. So these are the Chop Shop upgrade cards. Let's see what we've got in here. Rear gun, stealth technology, mine dispenser, tank treads, off-road suspension, assault bumper. So just take a look at it. So this car can shoot in any adjacent space. Okay, so that's a cool upgrade. Vehicles may not shoot this car. If there's another vehicle they could shoot. That's pretty cool. Mine dispenser, after you move, you may place a mine in any empty space adjacent to your car. So there you go. So there's all kinds of cool upgrades. Spoiler, the road die is always treated as 2 for this car. Stability control. So these are all unique cards and they all do different stuff. Railgun. This car can shoot up to 3 spaces directly in front of it. So yeah, just all kinds of extra upgrades. Cool stuff. Let's see. These look like a mix of different cards. Let's get into these. I hate these things. I can never get them. There we go. So we got these purple cards, which I don't know what these are exactly. Trash collector. So these are bounties. So these are, I guess these are like secret objectives. So you need to do stuff like this, and then you have some like create your own. So the bounties, deal 1 face down bounty card to each player at the beginning of the game. When you complete your bounty, you may immediately play the card and claim the reward at the bottom. Okay, so let's see. Enter 2 spaces with hazards in 1 turn. Remove a damage token from one of your vehicles. Okay, so there's a bunch of these things that all have, they're like secret objectives. They're calling them bounties. So there we go. These all have choppers on them. So these are advanced airstrike rules. Deal 1 face down advanced airstrike card to each player at the beginning of the game. The card tells you when you can play it after you use. Okay, so let's just see. Advanced airstrike, dual guns. This says play when your chopper shoots and misses. So you get to shoot again, reroll the shooting die. Play when one of your vehicles ends the turn in your chopper space. Place your chopper in any empty space instead of eliminating your vehicle. So yeah, these are a bunch of upgrades, or a bunch of special things that your helicopter can do. Pretty cool. Next up, we've got these cards. One shots. So that's pretty explanatory. It's just a one-shot card. Guided missile, play when you shoot, automatically hit the target. Camouflage, play when one of your vehicles would take damage. That vehicle does not take damage. So these are just, again, upgrade cards that you get to use one of. You get to use them once and they're done. And then here we have bonus commands rule. Deal 1 bonus command card to each player at the beginning of the game. This is an additional command you can use. So let's just take a look at the first one. Road condition Marauders. At the end of your turn, if the vehicle you moved is in the lead or tied for the lead on this road tile, Marauders shoot your vehicle. Marauders will not shoot at choppers. Okay. Road condition Sandstorm. You can only shoot vehicles directly in front of you. If your vehicle enters, these are road conditions. I mixed them up. So these are road condition rules. And when you place a road tile, place a random road condition card face up next to it. The rule on the card applies to that tile. So you're gonna put this down, and then you'll activate it when you move on to that tile, I assume. That makes more sense than these extra commands. So let's take a look at the extra commands now. Hands free. Roll the direction die. Move a number of spaces in that direction up to the number of the assigned die. Targeting AI when you shoot a card this turn and hit, search the damage token supply and choose the damage token. Okay, so these are a bunch of like extra commands you can do. Cool stuff. Let's throw these dice back in this bag. And we'll just throw them in here for now. Let's throw these dice back in this bag. Hopefully there's some kind of guide in here to say how all this stuff goes back in, because I know it's all supposed to fit in there nice and snug. We've got another tray down here, and let's take a look at what's in here. So we've got, these are the different leaders. So we've got Umberco, the fire starter. Let me pop these out. These are, standard cardboard, pretty nice. We're just gonna throw these back in the box. We'll get rid of these. We've got Miss Betty, the Tinkerer, Bumpo, the Clown, the Bumpmeister. So let's see. Let's just see what it does. How they're different. So junk in the trunk. If your car would move in a slam, you may re-roll the direction die. Airstrike. Place your chopper in an empty space and shoot with it. Okay, so some of them are the same, and then some of them are different. It looks like they might have Airstrike, Nitro, Repair, Tinker, Airstrike, Repair, Flamethrower. So it looks like they vary up the different powers that you have, which is cool. We've got Asha, the Road Mistress, and we've got Abigail. We've got Machine Gun Joe, Madame Boudreaux, the Prophet, Chris Crass, the fastest of the fast, Cruff, the Scrap Merchant, and we've got Vince Vamp, the Nitromancer, and Wong Li Hong, the Marksman. Cool. All right, so those are the different leaders. Let us now take a look at these different all these different boards. I think a lot of these are going to be road tiles and whatnot, and probably the damage tokens and stuff. So let's just take a look in here and see what we've got. like I said, hopefully there's some kind of instruction manual in here that goes with this that shows how you load all this stuff back into the box, because there's a lot of stuff and there's a lot of spots, and they seem like they designed the box to really maximize the space. So let's just see, maybe there's an instruction manual. No instructions there. Okay. This just goes over what's in there, so we don't need this. It doesn't say anything. So these are the boards. So we've got the Boneyard, Chapter 10B. And are these double-sided? Probably. Yep. And we've got Chapter 10A, the Glass Oasis. So you can see there's a lot more going on than the original game in terms of the different spaces. Look, you've got glass here and oil slicks or tar or whatever, and you got jumps. And this looks just like a headache to get through. There's just scrap everywhere. So it looks like the boards are going to go in here for the most part, right? We'll come back and figure this out later. We've got the Ring of Fire, which just has a ton of fire everywhere. Let's get these guys out of here, and I can start dropping these in anyway. Yeah, so they just kind of, it's a snug fit for sure. A little too snug, but whatever. So we got Ring of Fire on one side, and on the other side we've got the Scorcher, just more fire everywhere. So that's 9A and 9B. So again, these just pop in there, very nice. We've got the Serpent's Tongue and the Zag. All right. Chapter 7B, the War Zone, and 7A, we've got the Salty Dog Leg. Okay. Chapter 6B, we've got Rumble Strap, and 6A, we've got the Drifts. Chapter 5B, we've got the Choke. And on 5A, we've got Route 60 Sticks. Okay. Over here, we've got 4B, the Scenic Route. 4A, the Barrens. Lots of straightaways there. 3B, the Bunker. 3A, the Mud Hole. So you don't want to go in the middle there if you can avoid it. Chapter 2B, Unrest Stop. Chapter 2A, the Snake Way. So it looks like a snake. Ha ha ha. And Chapter 1A and 1B. 1B, we've got Runway to Ruin. And Chapter 1A, the Parking Lot. So yeah. So that part's easy, right? They just kind of snap in there. And then this. So something's gonna go on top of it. I feel like this tray was on the bottom, maybe? Yeah, we'll put this tray next, I guess. It looks like the hazard tokens are gonna go there, right? So here we've got, oh, this is the end of the board thing, which I think that's just gonna go there in that little slot. Seems to make the most sense. Oh, I see. There's spots over here for some of these cards. Oh, okay. They put icons on the bottom of everything. So your German engineering cards are going to go here and here, it looks like. So it looks like they pretty much put little icons where stuff's supposed to go. So these things that are going to go here, and this thing is going to go in these slots, right? So let's just take a look. These are the different hazard tokens. All right, so they've got oil slicks and mud and nothing, or maybe that is something, I don't know. And then we've got all these different dangers, and they're just gonna fill in those. Cool. Over here we have, is this one board? No, this is two. These are the the player boards when you're not using the characters. So these are generic, and I imagine these are all going to be the exact same. Yeah, so these are the exact same. They're not. So if you just want kind of a base game, you use these things. And then you have a different command console for each car, right? So you have a large, a small, and the medium. So you have a different command console for each car. And it looks like these are going to slot in probably over here, like so, for the base ones. And then it looks like maybe this will go in on top of it. I just don't know where the big leader cards are going to go. Maybe they sit on top of those. So yeah, we got different versions of those for all the different color teams. And then we've got, is this 2 again? Oh, this one opens up. So we've got all these fireballs. This is for the Ring of Fire thing. And these are just gonna slot in over here. I assume you don't need this little inner piece, but I don't know. I'll have to look and see. But yeah, we got a ton of different like hazards and stuff. And then over here, this looks like it's stuff specific. This is for the big rig. So you got the big rig command boards and the final 5, the motorcycles. And those are probably going to slot in somewhere. I don't know. It looks like they designed this pretty well to hold everything. So maybe these fit here. Those look like they kind of slot in right there, and then maybe the big rig goes in with them. Or I could be wrong on where the big rig goes. Maybe not. There's some spots over here, so maybe some stuff goes in there. Again, I did not see anything that shows how you put any of this stuff in the box. It seems, for the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory with the icons and just kind of matching things up. However, it would have been nice if they had a box guide that kind of showed where everything goes. Just because there's a few things that I'm curious on, but looks like for the most part you'll kind of slot things and just match the sizes and whatnot. Yeah, I think a box diagram would have been nice to show where everything goes. It is not on the side of the box. I thought maybe they might be on the side. Sometimes they put it on the side of the box. I think they probably could have put something on the back side of this to help make that easier to do, but they did not. So that's where we're at. I'm not going to bother trying to close all this up now and get everything back in the right spot. I will have to figure this puzzle out. And then once I get everything together, I'll show you how all the trays line up. I'll just tack it on to the end of this video. Or maybe I'll do a separate video. I'll tack it on to the end of this one, and I'll probably do a separate video just showing how everything boxes back up. It looks like your dice for your cars are going to go here maybe. So everything kind of matches up with the teams. But yeah, that was Thunder Road Vendetta Maximum Chrome, the Maximum Chrome edition. Again, this is by Renegade Games. This was a Kickstarter that just delivered. It's been delivering over the past, I think, few weeks, maybe. I don't know. It started sometime in May, I think, maybe late April, early May. Started shipping, or maybe it's just mid-May. It's May 13th now as I'm reading this. So I just got it in the mail yesterday. Yeah, everything looks really cool. I do like that they put all this stuff on the outside so the box won't have all this dead space in the middle. Inside the box where stuff moves around, so it's going to fit nice and tight. So yeah, that is Thunder Road Vendetta by Restoration Games. Okay, so I think I figured out how to put everything back in the box, so let's just go ahead and take a look. Alright, so that's just going to go there. So if we look at the first tray, we have the cars. They had their spots. We take all the dice. The dice go color-coded to their different cars. And then over here, you have the German engineering cards. They're just sorted into 4 stacks. These little tokens go here. and then your all the other dice just slot in there. So that's the first tray with the cars. This tray here, I believe I did correctly. So here we have the final 5. I couldn't find an exact spot for this, so I just chose to stick it right there. It seems to fit. All the little fireball tokens go there. You know, the cars go underneath there, the car control panels, and then this goes on top. And then this seems to just kind of, and then this is the end piece, right? So this goes at the end of the road. That just seems to pop in there. This seems to be the only place that this actually fits. Although it does fit better without this thing here, but I couldn't find another spot for this. It doesn't seem to fit in any of these trays. It doesn't really fit here. Maybe it fits on the bottom over here. No, see, it doesn't really fit anywhere. So I just chose to put it here, even though it doesn't seem to really fit there. It fits that way, but it just kind of moves around. But that's fine. Then that just kind of slots in. It seems to be the only spot that this will fit as well. So that is the next tray. This tray here, you have all of your leaders here. Those little star tokens go underneath there. This seems to be the spot for the motorcycle leader, or the motorcycle command. Then you have your hazards over here, which I think these are just supposed to be all randomized, so there and there. These are specific upgrade tokens, caution tokens that you get to use with a specific power. It's what the little lightning bolt on them means, the little wrench. Down here, these are the, just these little cards. They seem to fit there. Then there's just card slots to kind of put those. And then these are all just kind of randomized different road hazard tiles. And then the spot down here is where all of the boards go. So everything does fit in pretty nice and tight. And then it all just kind of stacks back together. Like I said, the one piece that I'm still not sure of, I couldn't really find a better spot to put it, was this piece here. Like I said, without this seems to like slot in there a lot better. It doesn't move, but then I have no place to put this. So I don't know exactly where this one was supposed to go. I guess it can just go on top of one of those. And then it just kind of fits in there. And then this piece snaps back on the top. And then hopefully you can stack this in your shelf however you want, and everything will stay. But that was Thunder Road Vendetta, and that was how to pack it back up. So let me know what you think of the game. If you backed it, if you didn't back it, if you played the original Thunder Road, which I do own. Yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments. As always, like, share, subscribe, and hit us up on Discord. We have a pretty active community over there. So come check us out on Discord. All the links will be down in the description of the video. So just look down below and, come talk to us. Thanks. Have a good one.